Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now using promo code QZZ2J.
And welcome.
Welcome.
How you doing?
Fine.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Marlo.
Gerard.
Gerard, nice to meet you, Gerard. And what company are you with?
My own company, Humaniz.
Humaniz?
And
okay.
Humaniz is, you can pronounce it as the Humaniz. Look with your own eyes.
Okay.
Or Humaniz.
Okay.
The human is
okay.
in the moment. Or Humaniz to create more human organizations. That's my purpose.
Okay.
Yeah. In a AI-driven world, the human part is not a big part yet. I listened to the keynote of Jensen Huang, but he has a very strong story and vision, but it is not easy to put it into an organization because the structures of the organizations are the limit. And a lot of leaders think that the world is still the same with the new technology, but you can't use that tools into a traditional system.
Well, I know I talk a lot about, I was referred to a lot in history, and how a lot of people I think don't understand that there's a reason that we are where we are today, right? And I always pick on, not to get too far, I'll go in the rabbit hole a lot of times.
Yeah,
so just
that's
so you know.
nice to hear.
Yeah. But I always mention this to people when I'm speaking, and I ask this question: how many hours has it been since the horse was our major form of transportation? And I'm asking you right now: how many hours do you think it's been since people were riding horse in the world? That was the way we got around.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, but
so it's a long time to you.
I think 10 years from horses to cars.
So that's the transformation, but from the time that we were
100,000 years. Yes.
So, but it's only 1 million hours.
Yeah,
not even 1 million hours. And you and I will have a conversation in an hour, and we don't think anything of that time, right? So the 1 million hours doesn't seem like that long ago. Well, it really isn't that long ago.
No, that's true. You have
right?
to put it in the right perspective.
And even our devices, our smartphones, they're not 100,000 hours old.
No.
And we've created 2 million new apps in 100,000
hours.
Yes,
it's
crazy when you think about it that way, right? Right. So things are changing.
We are creators.
We are. We are creators, and give us these new tools, and we can do that. So anyway, I seen the transformer part of your right there, and that's what got me off to the rabbit hole there. So you keep going now.
Because I call myself the transformer because it's not only about technology, but the way we act in the world of the future.
Yes.
And I think people have gone to school, but they have the knowledge for the old system, the industrial system. But I believe the system is changing now into a more digital system.
Yep.
And the structures, even when internet came out, the structures were not obsolete. But now with AI, a lot of things you can see, a lot of tasks disappear. And I say always, a lot of tasks which people now do are not real human. They are more for robots.
That's correct.
Yes. So I say always, be happy that these times are coming now, because we can back to human again. That's my slogan, back to human. Because
so that is interesting. Yeah, I mean, just even in the job market itself, there's so many jobs that we do as humans that really maybe we shouldn't do.
Yes, true.
Working in nuclear plants.
Yes.
Should we as humans, that is something that it's so unsafe for us to be working in there. Why would we not want a robot doing that instead, right?
True.
And or monotonous things like picking strawberries. We love to eat strawberries.
Yes, but not picking
them. But to have to
hire
a bunch of people, and even the people themselves probably are like, why am I on my hands and knees? But it's because people love strawberries, and somebody has to supply these things, So I agree with you. I think we're in a transformative moment right now where we can choose kind of our path a little bit more, as opposed to being encumbered by these other things that we have to do. Yep.
Yeah, and I get inspired by movies like The Matrix and Lord of the Rings. I was a teacher since 1999, and I quit in 2010 because the system doesn't fit me anymore.
Gotcha.
I was more aware of the changing times, but the problem is when you see things changing, then you walk too far in front of the rest, so you speak in the desert.
Yep.
Nobody is hearing you.
Yep.
And now it's the time, I think, to be more open about this, because, for example, the Lord of the Rings, Gollum, he can't let this ring go, because this is part of who he is. That his identification is the ring.
Yep.
But of course he isn't the ring. But for example, when you are working in a call center the whole day, then you think you are a person who's doing that, and he or she is also becoming that as the ring in the Lord of the Rings. But you are not what you're doing.
Right.
But it's this topic is very important to talk about, and you don't hear it a lot. You can get all the technology now, but to implement it in the right way, you have to be a strong leader to change the system, because when there is no trust, people still identify themselves with their role, because that's safe.
Yep, yep. So let's talk about Humaniz, your company, a little bit. What is the role of your company?
My role is to implement the technology within the company, and I have a business partner. He is building AI systems, and we gonna map out how the processes are going. And then
so give me an industry that you would do this in. I mean, are you talking a restaurant? Are you talking,
for example, but also the real estate?
Okay.
A big real estate company has a lot of buildings, also a lot of people who rent the building, and there is a lot of communication, but they use a lot of different systems, and it costs them a lot of work to interact with all the people. But now I say, let's map out all the processes. Let's see which tools you are using, and then we build all up from the ground with, for example, Cursor and other tools, and then you don't need all the tools, and you can a lot of tasks let a lot of task. Sorry.
It's okay. If I knew where you were going, I would help you. I don't know where you're going.
Yeah,
so.
I was at the club yesterday evening, so that's maybe then. And I'm Dutch, so I have to translate it from Dutch into English.
I get it. But
I will say you can then get rid of the tasks who have never been made for human.
Okay.
So
right.
Then there is a lot of air for the people to do the things they want to do, because it gives them far more good feelings to do things who are more human than sitting the whole day after the screen.
So do you go into, let's say, a real estate company, for example, and you look at the processes that they're doing now, and then you try to figure out, or I shouldn't say try, you actually figure out ways that they either can communicate with these processes better, or you implement something brand new that you guys are you
sometimes
custom
also
building something? Yep.
So you can do both, but I say always let's begin at the start, because a lot of companies are not ready for that part yet.
Sure.
You have to do it in steps. I was learning during my lifetime. I was a teacher, of course. You can't learn things when you are starting with a program, you have to take steps with the students.
Yep.
And also with boardroom members, you have to begin at the start. Although when I was young, I was thinking boardroom member is so smart, he is already seeing what I see.
Yep.
But that was my biggest fault I made every time.
Yep. Sometimes that's not the case.
No, and that's because you have, when you are running a marathon, and it's your first lesson. Then you begin at the start.
Yep.
So that's what I do, and then with my business partner, we take the steps at the right moment.
Okay.
And then we built an AI first company.
Okay.
But I decided only the companies who are open for this. That's the companies I gonna help. Otherwise, I say goodbye.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And if there's anybody watching right now that's interested in visiting with you, how do we find you?
LinkedIn.
Okay.
And Instagram, YouTube.
Okay.
I also
Okay.
made videos on YouTube.
Okay.
For
Do you
Porsche.
have a website as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. And
Humaniz.
Humaniz.
.nl.
HUMANIZ dot.
Yeah. .nl.
Okay. .nl for Dutch.
Yeah,
right?
but
Yep. Devil
I
ones.
had a girlfriend in 2019 in America, in Denver.
Yes.
And my dream still that I am going to work here because
okay.
I feel here more free. You can express yourself more in America than in the Netherlands because
Interesting.
people are more, they say, stay normal. But it's not normal. It's not the same as stay the same.
Okay.
But here you can be who you are.
Yep. Yep.
That's so nice.
So you're looking forward to working here in the United States as well. Okay. Very good.
And of course I have to practice my Engels a little bit more.
You're doing okay, actually. You're doing better than I expected you would. So, and don't take that the wrong way. But how long have you been speaking English?
Since now 10 days. And then
I knew you were going to say that.
but when I was a child, of course, I did a little bit at school.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I had a girlfriend in America, I spoke with her every day. But
Yep.
when you do it for 2 days or 2 years not,
Yep.
then it's
Yeah,
a little bit.
it's not quite like riding a bike
No.
where you can hop on and do it again.
No.
You got to get your mind
That's
back
true.
to it again,
And because I went to the club yesterday, then it's even harder.
yeah, you got a little brain fog going on.
a little bit of brain fog. That's why I wear this brain fog sunglasses.
You're too funny, Gerard. All right, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being on the show.
Bye.
All right.
The Tech Podcast Network's CES 2026 coverage is executive produced by Adam Barker. Technical director is Ravin Ford. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Brandy Jackson, and Beth Price. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, Scott Ertz, and Serge Velasquez. Graphic design by Vicky Gonzalez. Executive producer emeritus Todd Cochran. Award production is provided by Amrock Fab Lab. Studio equipment is provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. This has been a Tech Podcast Network production, copyright 2026.